Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! I'm all hooked up. I'm ready to go. Seb, nothing's coming out this damn microphone. Oh, okay, we're working. We're live. We're recording. Woo. Hi, what's up? We're back. Welcome back to another episode of Your Podcast. And I'm one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Faith.
And she is lovely. We celebrated this week. We're doing did our 10-year anniversary celebration.
Oh yeah.
It was fun times. Good. We figured, we could stay in and
Save
hang
money
out
and be smart.
Yeah, just hang in and do whatever. But it's the 10-year,
Big deal.
It's a pretty big deal. So we were like, let's fucking get it,
Also, in 6 years, we'll have been together longer than we haven't in life.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah, we'll have to make that a big one also.
Yeah. But so we went up to Portland and we were like, let's go get some crazy pants food.
We stayed in a nice hotel.
Pretty nice.
We stayed in before.
Pillows was too squishy.
I disagree.
There's
Hard disagree.
they were so squishy.
That's why there's two. Duh.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like it was too squishy.
No, I just like it envelops, it hugs your head.
See, I'm not with that. I'm a firm pillow type of dude,
Yeah, you're weird also because you're all anti-pillow when we first got together. You're like, no, I don't use that many pillows. Many. And then in the night, you'll steal my pillow, so you have 3.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but yeah,
I'll wake up to my head hitting the bed because you've stolen my pillow.
Well, I usually, if I don't have a pillow or whatever, I'll just sleep with my head on the mattress.
Yeah, I do
or
that.
If I don't
if
have
I sleep in my tummy, especially.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of the super soft, squishy pillows. I don't like it. I
like it. Are you a tummy sleeper or a side sleeper?
I'm a tummy sleeper.
But if you sleep on your tummy, how do you use a pillow?
I don't know. So I'll just lean my head to the side.
I don't like it. And I sleep on my tummy if I have a pillow. It feels like I wake up with a crick in my neck. I have to sleep on my tummy all the way at the edge of the bed so my head's on the crease.
What?
So it's at a downward angle.
You're a weirdo.
I feel like my head can't turn that far. And I can only sleep on my tummy if my head's facing to the right. If it's facing to the left, I can't.
Yikes. All right, well, we're finding a lot out about Faith's OCD here today.
Well, I like to sleep. I mostly sleep on my left side, So, if I just rotate fully onto the tum, because I sleep on, the right side of the bed. So, if I sleep on my left side, I'm facing the wall. And then if I sleep on my tummy, yeah, I have to, I don't know, my head needs to be facing the same way, is my point. That it would be usually.
I just sleep on my tummy or on one of my sides, whatever I'm feeling, whatever gets me to sleep.
To start out with my eyes closed before I'm asleep, facing
That's
the
usually
right
how
side.
Sleeping works.
Well, I need to start out on the right side, and then before I fall asleep, I roll over to the left side. I can't fall asleep on another side. Is my point. And he's stuck with me, guys. He's married to me.
Yikes.
Anyways, this got
I think you're taking being a freak in the sheets to the wrong place there.
I mean, I'm a freak most places.
Yeah, talking about sleeping. Well, all right. So yeah, we went up to Portland. We stayed in a pretty fancy hotel. We got a Groupon,
It's all about that Groupon.
All about that Groupon.
Fancy people use Groupons. Everybody's in for the deal, Tim.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish. She's a
Queen
Groupon
the Groupon
having lady.
Yeah.
But we so we got up to Portland. We went to this Chinese place called Sauce Box.
Sauce Box? Why do you have to say it
It's
like
called
that?
Sauce Box. But Sauce Box is way more fun to say.
Like a small weird bar / Chinese restaurant.
Box. banging playlist.
Amazing playlist. Great playlist.
Yeah, they were playing Streetlight Manifesto and Bloodhound Gang. They played, the You and Me, Baby, Ain't Nothing But Mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
While people was just eating their chow mein and shit.
Yeah, people were
Their pork
eating.
udon.
Yeah, people were eating, and Faith and I were like dancing in our seats.
Yeah, we told the waitress lady there, Lauren.
Yep.
We told Lauren that we were celebrating her anniversary, and she brought us some champagne, which
Wait.
I hate.
But so much
nice.
better than like a dessert.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You
no.
know?
And like that happened. So after we got engaged in Amsterdam, we told the restaurant that we went to after that we just got engaged, and he brought us like cheesecake, and it was my first cheesecake ever, and it sucked.
Yeah, it was bad cheesecake.
And I was like, is cheesecake always like this? And he was like, no, because I was like, this blows. I hate cheesecake.
It was like really dense and like bland. It was not good cheesecake, but this was pretty decent champagne that she brought us.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I just don't like fizzy things.
Faith hates anything fizzy.
Well, I stopped drinking carbonated things like, I don't know, how long ago, like 8 years now.
Yeah, but that's not why you hate fizzy things. It's because I think that you think something like fizzy is similar to vibrating.
No, I don't think that. I didn't used to have any problem with fizzy things when I drank soda.
Weird.
Now that I haven't had soda, so I haven't had anything carbonated in like so long, I can't anymore. Because remember, I used to like those like sparkling lemonades at Olive Garden,
Oh yeah, you did use.
and now I don't like it anymore. It makes my tongue feel like it's itchy.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying because like you
I
don't
also
even
don't
like
like
anything
drinking.
vibrating, like not like vibrator,
Dirty.
but
No, like actual vibrations, like my voice.
like anything that's buzzing. Yeah, Faith didn't talk for like a large portion of her life because she didn't like her vocal cords vibrating.
Well, I used to always pretend like in choir class because it's like required. I used to pretend all the time that I was singing because I hated how I can't even touch my throat when I'm talking. I hate it so much.
Yikes.
Still stuck with me.
Yeah, this episode is going to be called Faith's a Freak.
I am not a freak.
Dude, you've got like a lot of rules about sleeping, and
It's
your
just how I
vocal cords
can't
doing
help
their
it that I
thing.
can't fall asleep a certain way. I wish, because my hip hurts sometimes from having to stay on the left side. But it's the only side I can fall asleep on. I have a hard time falling asleep as it is.
Yeah, no, I know you do. I'm a good sleeper.
I know.
Not as good
Fall
as your
asleep
mom.
downstairs most nights.
Yeah, I'm not as good of a sleeper as your mom. Your mom is like professional level,
She's like a champ.
level sleeper. She can fall asleep anywhere for any amount of time.
Yeah, I can't.
She's done.
It takes me
Good.
like an hour to fall asleep.
Yeah, Faith has to come upstairs and like
Like an
go to
hour
s-
and a half before I
go
actually want to go to bed.
Yeah, she has to come upstairs and like go to sleep and like just kind of like chill and hang out for a second and eventually like lull herself into sleep.
Because
Where
the
I
thing
just
is, like, we'll be hanging out downstairs and like the lights will be on, and I'm like, ooh, I could like fall asleep right now. And then I come upstairs and I lay in the dark, and I'm just like, why am I in bed now? I'm not tired. Just need to
like
keep the lights on, I guess.
whereas like I stay awake until I'm not.
Yeah.
Like
You fall asleep downstairs all the time.
yeah. But the problem with that is I also like stay up too late a lot, and like I end up waking up the next day and being like, fuck, I should have just
Gone to
I should
bed.
have gone to sleep.
Yeah. So we got a hotel in Portland, and then we went to this Chinese place that was like super close because the place that we wanted to go to closed before we got to Portland. It's called Duck House, and it's bomb.
It's weird that Portland is like such a big city, but it seems like most of their stuff still closes at like 9:30.
Yeah, it's weird. Maybe it's an Oregon thing.
I don't know, because like I was even talking to our waitress a little bit. I was asking,
when
if
I
she
was
had
going
any
potty?
suggestions, for like where we wanted to go after. And she goes, I don't know, like really a lot of the cool stuff closes at like 9:30 or 10. She goes, I don't know what it is, but this whole city does it. And I was like, dude, Eugene too. It's crazy. Everything closes at like 9:30 except for the bars. And what's so stupid about it is like in Oregon, the sun is up in the summer until like 10:30, Like it's still daytime and everything's closing.
Yeah. But the places that are open can be mediocre at best, and they're bumping because it's the only thing open. It's really a smart business plan.
Yeah, like we went to a video arcade.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah, so it was called Ground Control, and we were walking there, and Faith was all drunk,
I was.
and I didn't know why she was singing Ground Control.
I told you. it
The
was called
whole
Ground
way we were
Control.
going there, she was like, Ground Control to Major Tom. And then we like rolled up and I was like, oh, it's called Ground Control. Okay, cool.
Ground Control with a K because they're
Yeah.
cool with
Cool.
a K also.
Yeah, also with a K.
But at Saucebox, so she gave us some champagne, which I like chugged because I was like, I hate champagne.
I liked it. I savored it.
Yeah, so I pounded it, and I hadn't had anything to eat since lunch, so I was like feeling it, and I haven't had a drink since October. So I had that, and then we got some like tasty looking foods. Got a bao, got a pasticas that were too spicy for
Got
me.
some Brussels sprouts with an egg on it.
Oh yeah, those Brussels sprouts were really good. Fried Brussels sprouts, those were tasty. I got some pork udon. We're not really eating pork right now, but I just kind of like wanted the
Picked around
noodles.
But it was really good.
It was really good, but it had a little bit of a spice to it. It kept building in my mouth hole.
Yeah.
It was like just a little bit spicy, and I was like, it's okay. Wash it away with your drink. And then I'd have a little bit more. Like, okay, that's a little bit more spicy. Have a little bit more to drink. Okay, that's a little more spicy. A little more spicy. And it's so spice.
So spicy.
So spice. My
So
lips
spice.
hurt. My lips, everything was tingly.
But also, so you guys know, Faith is a big old baby when it comes to spice. It's
I
not
wish
like
I wasn't, but I can't help it.
yeah, it's not like it was like actually really spicy. It was like warm.
It was a little spicy.
It had a touch of heat to it.
It was spicy.
To you,
Yeah.
It had
Well, it was good.
a
I kept
little-
eating it. So
yeah,
I was obviously not that spicy, but
yeah, no,
It had
I know.
spices.
Because okay, just if I put like a little bit too much garlic in something, Faith is like, it's so spicy, I
never
can't
like
eat it.
garlic. But I can always tell. You can't lie to me about the spice. I know when you put something spicy in there, you try and trick me, but I know.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
Put
I'll-
like 3 red pepper flakes in there, and I know.
Exactly. So like that's the level of heat that we're dealing with here.
It was a little bit more than that,
Faith is
but-
trying to make it seem like it was like
No, I'm not. I
so
said it was a little
spice.
spicy, and then it kept building.
You said so spice.
Yeah, after it was building in my mouth hole.
Yeah.
It's
But-
like, does that happen to like normally spicy things?
yeah,
So you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
So I wasn't lying. I didn't mislead anybody. I said it was a little spicy, and then it kept building until it was so spice.
But I'm just trying to clarify that this was very, very small amount of spice.
Yeah, I ate a whole bowl of it though. By the end, it was
I mean, like half.
pretty spice. And then I had a bite of that chicken pot sticker that was actually spicy.
That was actually spicy.
That was actually spicy. And that probably didn't help matters in my mouth hole.
Yeah, no, these chicken pot stickers were actually spicy.
They were good. Nice flavor.
Yeah, they were good. They're tasty, but actually spicy. Whereas the udon was like warm.
But we got some drinks there.
Drinky
I
drinks.
got this like watermelon vodka infused fucking cucumber something or another.
It was called
Poolside with David Hasselhoff.
that's what it is.
And then I got something called a love drop.
Ooh.
It had raspberry. It was like
That's
a
usually what
lemon drop,
happened.
but with raspberry puree.
The love drop is usually what happens when you're sitting poolside with David Hasselhoff.
Probably. I don't know. He's kind of weird looking. He like puffs his chest out too much or something.
I mean, yeah, but like back in the day,
Still puffed his
he
chest
was
out too much.
He was yeah, well, that's because he had like big pecs and a buff back.
Great hair.
He was ripped. Yeah, great hair.
And he performed for the Berlin Wall thing, so that's pretty cool.
That is crazy, right?
I love him over there.
Like you performed for like it'd be like if someone was performing when they like tore down the statue of Saddam Hussein. You
That'd be
know,
cool.
Like like yeah, it'd be cool too. But it's like you're performing at something where it's like the end of not like tyranny in that
Yeah.
situation, but like an oppressive regime.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, for some reason, like in my head, it like turned into like a mixtape situation where it's like Reagan being all, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. And then he's all like, doing whatever David Hasselhoff does. I don't know how his music sounds. But like it just happens like consecutively. Like I know it was after.
Yeah.
It wasn't like on the wall performing. Be cooler though.
That would
Just
be
walking
cool.
along the top of the wall as one falls down after him.
Ooh, that would be cool. That's a music video.
Yeah, it's rad.
For
See?
sure.
I should have been there. I'm a good planner.
You could not have timed that
No.
in a manner that would have been safe for him
No,
to
it
perform
would not
on
have
the
been
wall.
safe at all.
No.
But it would have been dope. And that's what matters. Sometimes you got to do it for the dope.
Do it for the dopeness.
Because you couldn't do it for the gram back in the day.
No. that
Now
was-
he would do it for
yeah,
the gram.
You can't do it for the gram, can't do it for the Vine. Well, you
Gotta
can't do it for the
dope.
Vine anymore either.
No, you can't do nothing for the bang.
Isn't that weird that like Vine I feel like is one of the only like social medias that like was out there, got big and actually disappeared. You know? Cuz like MySpace is still around, it's still a website. Vine like doesn't exist anymore.
Wasn't it just an app?
It was an app.
Yeah.
But-
I feel like as soon as Instagram encroached on their territory with the short video situation.
I think it was like before that cuz they just like randomly announced that they were going under.
I think it was because of Instagram.
I don't know. They
I feel
could
like
have
I
kept
remember
going
it
though.
happening coherently.
They could have kept going though cuz
I
like
think I could have.
like I said MySpace is still a thing.
Yeah, but like only for bands.
So,
Because of the music thing, which was awesome.
yeah. That was the cool thing about MySpace was that like everybody's page had like their own music like playlist.
Was
and
MySpace
stuff.
where we were all forced to have a friend with Tom?
Yeah, he was like your first friend.
Yeah, it was annoying.
I mean, you could remove him if you
I
wanted,
did.
but he was like, "Hey, if you have any questions about MySpace,
Computers.
ask me." And then when he came over to Facebook paraded him around with like his head on a pike. And that made me feel sad for him.
Poor Tom.
Yeah. And he had the same picture
Yeah.
the whole time. Even when he came over to Facebook, he didn't try to like rebrand himself or anything. He was just like,
Tom from MySpace.
"Yep, I'm still at this whiteboard with a bunch of math.
People do that whole from MySpace thing still.
Oh, I'm so and so from MySpace."
Yeah. What was it? Didn't we go? Who is it? Somebody from MySpace. You were friends with him in high school.
I was?
Yeah. Becca was friends with him too. I forget. Something X from MySpace.
Something X?
Ricky Rage.
I was friends with Richie Rage.
Richie Rage from
Yeah,
MySpace.
he's the one who he's the one who gave me the weed that had meth in it.
Yeah, shout out Richie Rage.
Yeah, that was
from
fun.
MySpace.
Jesus, that was not a good time.
So anyways, we had a couple drinks. I was feeling great at Saucebox.
Oh yeah. Faith was getting
I was
her
having a good
swerve
time.
on.
I was singing all the songs. 10 wasn't.
I was having fun.
Yeah.
I was hanging out. I was, just being me.
I felt a little bit buzzied.
I kind of
first.
at first. I don't know what it was. Like
What it was is I made him get a hurricane.
That's true. So we had the champagne. I had a glass of that, and then I got another one that was like a gin and
Something.
gin and some other shit. A lot of gin though.
A lot of gin. They were strong drinks.
They were strong. Actually, they were really strong.
They were good.
And then we went to go get another drink, and Faith saw that there was a hurricane on the menu, and she's like, "Tin, you have to get a hurricane." And I was like, "No, you get a hurricane. I don't want all that rum and pineapple juice. I just had a
I
gin
didn't want
cocktail."
a hurricane because I don't like pineapple juice.
I know, but
But somebody had to get a hurricane because that stupid song.
and
Pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane.
yeah, and so she kept singing that, and she was like, "You have to get a hurricane." I was like, "I'm not getting a hurricane. I'm sticking with gin." Like, come on. And she's like, "Fine." And you could tell that she was kind of like upset that I wouldn't get a
I was
hurricane.
not upset.
You
I was
were,
feeling good.
yeah. Well, you were kind of like, not
Yeah,
like
I was like funny upset, not like actually
Yeah.
upset at you.
you were
okay, fine.
disappointed.
Dejected, more accurately.
Yeah, you were disappointed that I wasn't gonna get it. But so the bartender comes up, Faith orders her a drink, and then she goes, "And what would you like?" And I looked at the cocktail menu, and I looked at Faith's kind of like whatever, like look.
One day I'll convince somebody to get a hurricane is what I was thinking. Like
Yeah.
one day.
And then I went, "I'll get a hurricane." And then the look on Faith's face, she heard it, went, what? And then she like turned back to me, eyes super wide, and she goes, really? And I went, yeah. And then she belted that hurricane song. She was so excited. The bartender was laughing hysterically, and then as soon as she left, she's like, you're really getting a hurricane. And I was like, yeah. And then the bartender came back with the drinks, and she's like, for you, the love drop.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
It was
and
good. It had a
then
sugar rim. I love a good sugar rim.
you do. When it comes to cocktails, you're a basic.
I'm basic.
You're
I
basic
just like to not
cocktail.
taste it, and I feel like the most basic of bitches like to not taste it. Dirty. Somehow it was dirty.
And then she goes, and for you, the hurricane. And Faith was like, oh my God, this is the best. This is the best thing to happen in January. And she was so excited for it. It was really cute.
I was excited.
And then we went to
Ground control.
ground control. And
I love walking when I'm drunk. I was
do.
like, it's only 0.1 miles away.
she was
Let's
like
walk.
zooming all over the place, running across streets, doing the
It was
ninja run.
raining.
And ground control was kind of underwhelming.
It was a little. It was like I don't know. It was okay. I've been to better barcades.
Yeah, there's barcades here in Eugene that are better.
I like that one that used to be Shuriken League because you just have to pay the cover charge.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called now. I know it's not Shuriken League
It's
because nobody
something
can say
much
it before.
easier to say.
Yeah.
It was a good marketing choice for them to change it.
It was smart, but I like it because you only have to pay like $5 or whatever to get in, and then all the games don't cost quarters. Where like Level Up, you have to pay quarters.
Yeah. Level
they
Up
make it
has some
bank.
cool games though.
Making money hand over fist. What does that mean?
So I think hand over fist is like the fist you're grabbing the money and pulling it back, and then your other hand's coming over like right after to grab
Hand
more.
over fist.
So it's your hand that's
Even if that's not
reaching
true, I
for
think that's
more
good.
money is going over your fist that has the money in it.
Sure.
You know?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Even if I am wrong, that's a damn good
It
answer.
is a good explanation. I like it.
If I am wrong, that's what it should be.
Should be. We'll look it up later.
Oh, what was the saying that we found out means like something completely different than what everybody's been saying?
Hot and bothered.
Yeah, dude. we were talking about people are like, ooh, you're getting all hot and bothered.
Ooh, you're all hot and bothered. Like
Yeah,
it's
usually it's like
Something sexy.
Something happens and you're like, now I'm all hot and bothered, and getting all riled up for the sexy times. But
according to Google,
yeah, we Googled it because we wondered what it meant.
it says hot and bothered is when you're in a state of anxiety or physical discomfort.
Completely different than what everybody's been using it for.
Oh my goodness, when you look at hot and bothered, like Urban Dictionary, it says like, dude, I'm so hot and bothered staring at your mom. What? Oh my god.
Oh my
Who is
god.
using it like that? Don't tell your buddies that.
The worst, dude.
So just along the way, somebody decided that it didn't mean you were anxious or physically uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I understand why that would be like hot. Like you get warm when you're anxious and bothered, uncomfortable.
Yeah, but also, it does lend itself to like a sexual nature.
It sounds sexy.
Like, ooh, I'm getting hot, and I'm all bothered.
I'm bothered down in my nether
by
bits
that
or whatever.
huge penis.
Oh,
But
dicks
yeah, dicks.
or boobies and hoo-hoos,
Whatever
ding
you're
dings
into.
and tauntauns.
Tauntauns. Isn't that the thing that Luke Skywalker hid inside of? He was definitely hot and bothered
was hot and
in
bothered,
the actual
for sure.
saying, because
Yeah.
he was staying warm inside the tauntaun and was bothered that he was inside a space horse.
More like a space camel, I think.
I don't know.
It has like a weird hump, doesn't it? Or doesn't it walk on hind legs? What's up with that thing? It's like a dinosaur.
It's a space horse. It can do what it wants.
Okay,
Yeah. Then he also gets kidnapped by a yeti. So
that's true.
yeah.
Weird movies.
Weird movies. The old ones were like pretty decent, But Luke is everybody. I feel like everybody overlooks the fact that Luke's a whiny bitch.
That's,
like
I don't know. That's one of my favorite unpopular opinions that I have.
Faith preaches that.
He is a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
You don't like even before we know he's a Jedi or whatever. He's all, but Uncle Owen, get over yourself, kid.
Yeah,
And be a bitch.
He does that when like Uncle Owen asks him to like go like get water or like look at the droids or something.
Yeah.
Like
Do
it's
your
like
job,
not even,
kid. It's a chore.
It's not even like a big thing, and he's like, but Uncle Owen.
I think his voice is just kind of whiny, anyways. Like just talking like regularly later in those movies, and he gets all pissed like he can't like do his sister. Like, I know he doesn't know it's his sister, but, like, still.
Yeah.
Even after he finds out it's his sister, he's still kind of like, I might. I could be convinced. Maybe I'll just tell her after it happens.
Maybe. And then, it's, like, his voice doesn't have to be that whiny.
No.
You know, because, like, he's also a very talented voice actor. He does the Joker in all the cartoons.
Joker's kind of whiny.
You think?
He's like a scary whiny. He's just like a higher voice.
I don't know.
In the cartoons he is. Obviously not in the movies, but it's like that laugh. I feel like you have to have like kind of a whiny voice in order to achieve that.
Maybe. It does kind of get shrill.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we went to ground control.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot. It just had like a lot of the same game. Like they just had like a million pinball machines. And I'm like, if I wanted to go to a goddamn pinball machine arcade, I would have found one. Apparently I did. But it's advertised as something else, it seems like.
I don't know. I
Why
feel like
do those
most
arcades always have shitty drinks?
they always do, right?
Everyone I've ever been to. I've never had a drink at Level Up, so maybe
Level Up has pretty good drinks. It's the exception.
I've only had
the
drinks
3
at
barcades I've ever been to.
at Shuriken.
Yeah, sure. The one over at Shuriken Lee, they have awful. They're all like Pokemon themed drinks, and they're
Not
all
good.
like energy drink based. And
And if you ever try to order something that's not on their menu, like they don't know, they're not like real bartenders. They like don't know how to make it.
What is in a gin and tonic?
Exactly. Vodka and Red Bull, huh?
You want what is that? Like a Red Bull and pineapple juice?
Yes.
No.
But I like to play Mario Kart, so that's why I like the Shuriken League better, because I'm not really good at like arcade games, but like I'll get down with some Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's fun.
I wish I could like go there and just like I don't know, like if they had Sims, that'd be cool.
So you want to go to like a Howie's type situation?
Yeah, I want Howie's. Howie's was cool. I worked there for a second.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Howie's was like it was like a video game place, but they had like rows and rows and rows and rows of like really high end computers.
Yeah.
And tons of Xboxes.
Yeah.
You know.
Like 30 people would go there and like have like they'd have, like tournaments and stuff, like those video game competitions. People with the like a lot of League of Legends shit.
Yeah.
And then like Halo and like Call of Duty and whatnot. But it was super cool, especially like back in the day before like online gaming was a thing, but you could like hook up like 20 Xboxes and play Halo together.
That was fun
was
when it was
cool.
like Halo 2.
Yeah, me and Becca used to go there and we'd play Halo 2, and they had like those chairs that had the fucking speakers on the side, you know, so you just felt like so cool. And it was like, I don't know, people are like, especially moms going to like the fancy ass Burke Williams spa, they like just drop their kids off there for like, you know, 3 hours and then go get their bodies rubbed.
Yeah. And you basically paid for your use by the hour.
Yeah.
Or
Or by
you
the
could-
whole day.
Yeah, you could get like a all day pass. So basically like you had like a username and password that you set up, and then they like set up your account to add more time onto it.
Yeah.
And then when you started to get close to the end of your time, it would be like, hey, you have like 20 minutes left on your time or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you ran out of time, like
Your game would shut off.
your game would shut off and it would log you out.
But it was kind of cool, like how they had it set up, because like you could, like if you didn't have that game or whatever, you didn't have consoles because you were poor or whatever,
Yeah.
you could like, it would save your spot so you didn't have to start over every time.
And the people there were really cool. One time, Faith and I, we went there for like a few days in a row because we wanted to play Halo, the new Halo game. I think
Yeah.
it was like Halo 4 or
Yeah.
5 or whatever. And like we were there until they closed. And then like even the guy who was there, like he could tell that we were like so close to finishing the game.
Yeah.
Like because he had played it. and like he could tell we were like 5 minutes away, and he just like let us finish up.
Yeah, that was pre me working there. I worked there for like, I don't know, 5-6 months.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was an easy job.
I think it's hilarious because it's like all these like video game nerds that show up, and like Faith would have a line with like nobody in it, and then like the guy who had the line next to her would have like a line like 6 people deep because nobody wants to come over and talk to the girl.
Nope. It was awkward. But I did a lot of cleaning and warming of pizzas.
They do like their pizzas.
And people would always be like, what's your favorite Monster? And I'm like, I don't drink Monster, but I hear that this one's good. But I hear, based on the people purchasing it, that the white one's tasty.
The white one's tasty.
I always heard that it tasted like a cactus cooler.
Ooh, that is tasty. I've never had the white Monster.
Well, there you go. Now you know. It tastes like a cactus cooler, apparently.
Yeah.
The white one with the weird texture on the outside, you know?
Oh,
It
yeah,
has like
yeah.
the fucking like paisley looking pattern on it for some reason.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
So I went to ground control. We got a couple. I don't know, what'd you get me? I didn't order it.
It was a vodka sour.
It wasn't very good.
It was very sour.
It was very sour.
Yeah.
I like a vodka lemonade usually, but not a lot of places have lemonade for some reason, which is like, how hard is it to put an extra button on that fucking soda thing? You know, like everybody has Coke. Minute Maid lemonade comes in that.
Yeah, but like Minute Maid lemonade is not good.
It's better than that. Shit.
Shit.
I had at the Horsehead once, I asked for a vodka lemonade, and they were like, I don't have lemonade, but I have lemon juice. I could put sugar in it.
Like, yeah,
They did.
That's what lemonade is.
It was sour, but you know, they pour their drinks strong anyways there.
They pour the drinks real strong.
They're trying to give people alcohol poisoning at the Horsehead.
It's a great place to get your night started. Or
Yeah.
if you want to get hammered for $12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Austin got a drink too and just like wasn't drunk. I'm having a grand old time.
I don't know what it is. So like usually I have this thing and I don't know what it is. I used to drink a lot,
Yeah.
you know, and go to parties, and like when I was working in kitchens and stuff, I would get drunk every Sunday for the whole day.
Yeah.
It would start out in the morning. I was working 2 jobs. My sous chef would come in, I don't know, an hour and a half before service started, and he would say like, Austin, I need to see you in the walk-in. And we'd go into the walk-in and we'd each open a beer, chug the beer, and then we'd get back to work. And then like 15-20 minutes later, he'd be
People
like,
probably
"Austin."
thought you were doing coke. In kitchens, I need to see you in the walk-in means you're doing coke.
Yeah,
usually.
probably. Yeah, except for I was like obviously drunk.
Yeah.
But so like by the time service started, we'd be like a 6-pack deep.
Yeah.
And then I would like work through service, sober up enough, like just enough to drive over to my next job at like 2.
We don't encourage buzz driving.
Do not. Yeah, I don't encourage it. It's
He was stupid.
I was stupid. You know, but I also had not been drinking and sweating
Yeah.
for like 3 hours, you know. So then I would drive over to my other job, and if I could grab like a 20-minute nap between jobs, like that was great because I was only sleeping like 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
And this was like my Friday. And then, so when I get to that job, like my hangover is starting to kick in, you know, because I'm at least 6 to 9 beers in.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, well, I have to keep drinking or I'm going to be useless for the rest of the day. Like you start to slow down and forget stuff, and like your head hurts and it's not great. So you guys have done the hangover thing.
Probably.
Day drinking sucks because if you stop drinking, then you're just awake for your hangover.
Yeah.
Usually you can sleep it. You sleep through like half of it. You feel like shit in the morning, but like you don't have to like experience it coming on.
Yeah. I do usually. I'm not good at sleeping when I'm drunk.
That's true. That's crazy that you're not. Usually people get drunk to go to sleep.
Yeah, no. I don't like it. The whole like rooms moving thing. I can't. I just stay awake.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun while you're like going, but you're trying to go to bed. I'm like, bitch, stop moving bed.
No, see, I just like fall into it, and I'm like, whoa.
No. I'm like, I'm going to throw up. And then I get up a million times.
That's true. Yeah, you don't like getting drunk.
I hate it. It's really the worst.
But so then I would go over, and my chefs always either had a bottle of bourbon or tequila underneath one of the speed racks in the freezer, and I would just drink that the whole night. So, for pretty much, I was working for anywhere from like 16 to like 21 hours in a day, and I'd be drunk for most of that every Sunday for like 6 months.
Yeah, it's not great.
But I built up a tolerance.
Yeah.
Now I don't really drink that much. You know,
every couple months.
every couple of months I'll drink or I'll get drunk, or like, I'll go do comedy and I'll have like I'll ask Faith to like drop me off somewhere, and I'll like download Uber or Lyft on my phone. Like I have it planned. I'm like, I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to get home safe. And
which is what we do encourage.
I definitely encourage. Plus, like, it
So
takes so
easy
much
nowadays.
worry off of your mind. Like you don't have to find a ride home with someone and like worry about them also drinking, for like a designated driver situation. Which I'm a great designated driver. Faith's an even better one because she Faith
just
doesn't
don't
even
like it.
want to drink. So
Just give me another reason not to.
yeah, if you're like, if you're like, hey Faith, you want to come out with us and like you can hang out and read a book and we'll just keep buying you strawberry lemonades.
All right.
And
Except
then
for
you'll
I'm
just
not
drive
gonna
us
do sugar
home?
starting tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm off the sugar. Get me water.
But yeah, Faith's happy to do that. But I have this thing where it seems to be I drink for one night and I get drunk really quick. But then like after that, if I like drink for a couple days in a row or something, like my tolerance comes back like almost instantly. It's dumb because I don't want to spend that much money on drinks.
Yeah. But even if that was the case, you should have still felt buzzed.
Yeah.
After all that we had.
No, because we had
Like 4 or 5 drinks each. And they were like strong drinks.
strong drinks, and we were walking back to the hotel and I was like sober.
I wasn't.
I don't know.
Dumb. So then we slept. Well, he slept. I
You
tried.
You spun and went to go throw
Tried
up.
to throw up a couple times. Didn't. And then I just decided to stay awake. Because we went to bed at like 1:30. We watched a little bit of live PD.
We did.
Obviously.
Well, that's what you watch in hotel rooms. Either that or rent pornos.
Yes, exactly. And I didn't feel like spending extra money on the pornos when I could just, watch it on my phone if I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, plus you don't really watch the pornos.
No, I don't really. But, if I felt like it, I wouldn't rent it on a hotel TV is my point.
Yeah.
1, because it costs money. And 2, because the hotel people probably know what you watched. I don't need that.
Yeah. They see it on your bill.
Yeah. So, not doing that. So, like, we went to bed like 1:30, and I woke up because the TV was loud the first time is why I woke up.
Oh.
At like 2:30 or something. And I tried to go back to sleep, and then I felt like I was going to throw up, so I tried to go to the bathroom, and I was freezing. And I was like, okay. And I sat there, and then I didn't, and I went to the bathroom, and then I just came back to bed. And then I woke up again, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up for sure. So I went into the bathroom, and I was like, please just let it be close to morning so I could just be awake. So I could just like take a bath and be done with the sleeping thing. And I went back to bed, and it was only like 3:30. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to sleep again. So I tried to go back to sleep, and then I woke up at 7, and I just stayed awake.
And you took a bubble bath.
I took a bubble bath after I tried to throw up again.
That is the nice thing about hotels is nice bathtubs.
It's still a little short. the
All
tub was.
bathtubs are a little short, I think.
I mean, you can get like nice ones. Jacuzzi tubs, at least they're deeper than if your knees had to be bent,
Ooh,
you know?
yeah. Them jacuzzi tubs is nice.
Because I don't know, like I wouldn't mind if the tub was short as long as it's deep enough that like my knees were like mostly under the water, or like my legs were mostly under the water, so like just the tip of my knee, like an iceberg, was sticking out.
Yeah.
Like as it is like half my freaking legs out the water.
Yeah, that's probably why baths aren't so popular. Is
No.
teeny tiny bathtubs.
I want a clawfoot tub though, but like a deep clawfoot one, you know?
Yeah, those are nice.
So yeah, then I just had to wait for Austin to wake up so I could go get some of my hangover food. I just wanted a grilled cheese, damn it.
Yeah, and like you can't find a regular grilled cheese in Portland.
No, it's impossible. And I'm a super basic bitch when it comes to drinking or my hangover
Yeah.
food. I just want white bread with American cheese and a French fries, like a mountain of them. Mm-hmm. It's what I want. It's what my soul needs.
Consistently, that's what she wants. So,
Yeah.
white bread, American cheese, French fries. That's it.
It's good.
Hot chocolate too.
Bread absorbs it. But I feel like I don't really get like hungover because I drink a lot of water after every single drink of anything alcohol. Mm-hmm. I have a drink of water after because I hate how it tastes. Even if I can't really taste the booze, like anything besides water now gets like that syrupy thing going in my throat because I don't do like juice anymore either. So like anything makes me thirsty.
Yeah.
So I drink a lot of water, and then my dad always tells me to take 2 Advil or ibuprofen or something before you go to bed and have a slice of bread, but I didn't have any bread.
Well, his whole thing is like 2 things of ibuprofen or Advil or whatever.
A glass of water. And a slice of bread.
Yeah. Is it bread or toast?
Anything bready. Could have a biscuit.
Ooh, wouldn't mind a biscuit.
That's what they do in the South. And then we went to breakfast. We was walking to breakfast and saw some weird ass lions.
Yeah,
you may have seen in our Instagram story.
Yeah, you should check out. Well, it's not going to be up anymore, but on that, if you're following us on Instagram, we posted it. They got this lion with no sharp teeth.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
it's like a vegetarian lion or something.
He's like very curvy, cartoony mouth and like wide eyes. He looked like he was scared.
Terrified.
So we walked by and I was like, I think this is the noise that lion's making. And started doing it and like doing it loud too. It was echoing everywhere.
Yeah.
People were probably looking to see if someone was, like not getting mugged, but like.
No, scared.
Yeah.
But only like a little.
Like seeing something that conflicted with their morals.
Yeah. We went to breakfast, and while I was in breakfast, we saw these homeless people drinking some
coffee,
trash coffee.
Trash coffee.
Yeah, just pulled a coffee cup out the trash and was drinking it, and I'm like, I guess if you gotta wake up, you gotta wake up.
Well, so this homeless guy, like reached into the trash can, he pulled out this coffee cup, and he was drinking it. And then, like, a guy came up and threw away his coffee. He had, like, 2 cups of coffee. And the guy, like, dove into the trash can and opened it up and started drinking it like it was worth $1 million. Like,
sleepy, man.
He needed that coffee.
I didn't sleep. He probably didn't sleep. It's cold outside.
Maybe. Yeah, it was cold outside. And then a lady came up to him.
Yeah.
Like a homeless lady, and he like threw the coffee back in the trash and looked at her and then like said something very aggressive and then
he's like, don't take my trash coffee.
Stormed away. Yeah. This is my trash coffee. Stay away from my trash coffee.
And that lady walked like basically like sliding herself along the window, staring at everybody's food inside the restaurant.
Yeah.
She was like centimeters from the window, just staring down at all of our food. Me and Austin are sitting like
so slow.
Me and Austin are sitting right out the window, and we're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot.
The food was okay. My hot cocoa was delicious.
Hot cocoa was good. They made a good Bloody Mary.
And Austin said his coffee tasted like nothing.
It didn't taste like much. It was weak coffee. But. And then I got some chicken and waffles, but I hate it when chicken and waffles comes with like the chicken. It's like a fried chicken breast. Like it's like a slice of chicken that they fry.
Oh, not like on a bone.
Not like on the bone. Because like fried chicken should be on the bone, like a thigh.
I was gonna say, why do you hate on chicken breast? I feel like at like Roscoe's, the most famous of the chicken and waffles, you can get a chicken boob.
Yeah.
But I thought you were just talking about in general, not deboned.
No. Like it's not even like deboned. It's like a airline chicken breast, like where it's like cut off the bone and then like sliced from there.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even seem like it was a whole breast, and it was fried. I didn't think
chicken boobies is big.
The best, huh?
Chicken boobies is big.
Chicken. Well, they can be.
Yeah.
Depends on the size of the chicken.
I guess so. So we had food. It was okay. And then we were walking back to our hotel, and we saw a lady taking a piss on the side of somebody's car. That was cool.
It's just some random's car.
Leaning up against the back of a Jeep's bumper.
Uh-huh.
Peeing it out at like the middle of an intersection. It was like, at an intersection you can sometimes park on the side of the road. It was like the first car. Like,
like not
the
between
first car
cars
at the intersection.
or anything.
Nothing, not even between 2 cars. Uh-huh. Yeah. It was just there.
She had done it a few times.
Oh,
she had experience.
It was a lot of pee too. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, damn son, this bitch been holding it for a while. She just couldn't hold it anymore. And then we got back to the hotel, took some nappy poos, and Tin took a bath. And then we were going to go to
Good.
OMSI, the like science museum up in Portland. But then I got distracted by Powell's City of Books. Which, you know, I don't need more books. But it's just so tempting when you get there, like, you know, like
How
a
big-
bookstore that's the size of a city block and like 5 stories tall. You gotta go.
It is crazy. How big's your to read pile now?
I don't know. I haven't counted. Last time I counted, it was 60. But I've gotten like a couple more books. But I finished a couple of books, so probably 65. Keeping almost pace.
Like,
I've been reading a lot of books online. I'm reading like 4 books right now. I don't know what you might do.
that's crazy that you're reading so many books at the same time.
You just got to make sure you keep the genres different so it's not confusing.
Mix them up.
Yeah. Like I'm reading a memoir, and then on my phone I'm reading a romance, and then I'm reading that like myth book.
Oh, you're reading the myths?
A little bit. I was trying to wait for you. We give room to each other before we go to Greece.
I mean, obviously not trying too hard.
Well, there's other myths. I'm not just reading the Greek ones. I was
Okay.
reading the African ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was interesting. Then we went to the Doc Martin store, which is right across the street from the City of Books, because Austin's has those lifetime warranty docs, if we could find the warranty. And he's got a hole in his shoe.
Yeah. Like on the inside,
Yeah.
which is so weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. And then we tried to go to OMSI, but it was too crowded for me.
Yeah, Faith.
It
Faith
was a
doesn't
Saturday
do well
in rainy
crowds.
Portland, you know?
What?
It was a Saturday and Portland's rainy. People taking their kids in there.
Well, and Faith doesn't do well in crowds at all. She sees more than 20 people and she's like, I'm exhausted. Can we not be here?
It's just tiring. I like fairs, even though they're crowded.
You do. That's like the one exception. You like fairs and you
Disneyland.
like theme parks.
Yeah. But if it's like a museum, I'd rather not deal with the crowds.
Well, like museums, malls,
Yeah.
parking lots, grocery
Anywhere.
stores.
Yeah.
If there's like more than 20 people in like an area, you're like,
I'm done.
I can be here for about a half an hour and that's it.
Yeah. People make me tired. But yeah, you want to tell the people what you did earlier this week?
Oh. 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 So,
We learned a lesson.
well, so I was trying to be good and getting some stuff done around the house, and like I emptied the fireplace and like poured water on it, and like then poured more water over it.
The fire
and
had been
trash
lit
can.
the night before, too.
The what?
The fire had been out since the night
Yeah,
before.
the fire had been out, and I poured water on it like to make sure everything was good to go, and then like I did a couple other things around the house, like putting clean clothes away and stuff like that. And then Faith and I go, let's go to breakfast. So
Yeah.
we go to breakfast and we're like, that was delish.
Let's go grocery shopping.
And then we went grocery shopping and we got some food, and there was like more than 20 people in a certain area, and Faith was like, oh, can we be done? And then we
He's such an exaggerator sometimes, this guy.
no. So then we like get all of our groceries and stuff in the car, and we drive home, and we get out of the car, and we're trying to do everything in one trip because we're adults.
Yes, that is what grown-ups do.
Yeah, grown-ups try to get all the groceries in one trip.
No matter what.
Almost. But we get out of the car and we're like, what is this beeping that's going around? There's like dogs barking in the neighborhood, and there's like a lot of commotion, it seems like. And there's this like constant, incessant beeping.
Like beep, 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 beep.
We're like, what is it? And so like Faith grabs the groceries, and I always give her the key so that she can unlock the door. And
Because
then
he's a manlier man and can carry more than me.
I finish grabbing the rest of the groceries.
I'm not as strong of a boy.
You're
You're a
that's
strong
true.
boy, and I'm a medium strong boy.
Strong boy. But so Faith goes, she opens up the door, and she just goes, Austin? And that was like the most she tried to get my attention for it.
Yeah,
But-
so, I'm a baller. I'm very brave. I walk into the house, and it's just like filled with. I was at the door when I realized that the alarms were coming from inside of our house.
Yeah. The incessant beeping was our like 6 smoke alarms.
Yeah. And the house is like filled with smoke, like to like halfway down. And there's just like a tiny trash fire on the ground in our kitchen, and like the entire side of the trash cans melted out. So I just like dropped the groceries and ran inside.
Yeah. So good old Austin hadn't put out the embers enough, I guess. And when I emptied them into the trash can and poured water on them after that too,
Not enough, apparently.
it had just started smoldering a little bit while we were out at breakfast. And when we were grocery shopping, it was heating up, getting warmer. And then probably about the time we were driving home, it decided to burst into flames.
Probably before that, it decided to burst into flames.
I think if it had burst into flames before that, then the whole house would be burned down.
I'm just saying there was a giant hole in the side of our trash can.
Yeah, from it.
It was probably
heating
on
up.
fire inside of the trash can, and then it fell out and got more.
I think it just like warmed up
Yeah.
and then melted the trash can. And then once there was air exposed to it, that's when it caught fire.
Yeah.
But if it had been burning
No, I don't think it
for
was burning for that long. I
an
think it was burning,
hour,
like probably
our
like
house would have been burned down.
probably when we got to the grocery store. We were there for like 30 minutes.
I don't know.
I think the house was slowly filling with smoke for a long time, though, which makes me cranky at our neighbors for not doing anything about that.
Well, everything was closed up. It's not like our
You
house.
could hear it from as soon as we pulled up in the car.
We could hear like it was a quiet beeping.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You could hear
Like,
it.
Yeah.
It was audible.
Yeah. But it's not like our house was like smoking. You know?
It was when we opened the doors.
Well, yeah, when we opened the door, and that's when the neighbors kind of like took a peek.
And then still nobody asked if we were okay or if we needed help. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't call, I can't look past that. But they all just came and looked at us. Come on. I was like, oh, sorry. Are you guys okay? Do you need any help? Should I call someone? No. We're good. Thank you, though, for asking. I appreciate it. That's what I'm saying.
Would you really walk up to one of the neighbors and do that, though?
If their house was smoking, I would certainly ask if they needed to call the fire department.
Yeah, you would do that. That's sure.
I worked for the fire department. I
Yeah.
would definitely ask.
But in no other situation would you. I think you
No,
would
I wouldn't
never
approach
walk up
somebody.
to another neighbor.
No.
You wouldn't. If you don't ever have to approach another human being for the rest of your life, you wouldn't. You would do everything you could to
would.
avoid it.
I would get bored eventually. But yeah, so I dumped a bunch of water on it, and then Austin came in because I was not afraid enough. So I didn't alert him, so he came casually in with his groceries.
Yeah, I came strolling in. I was like, kind of smoky in here. What's happening?
And I'm just in there dumping water into the trash can. Then once Austin came, I just like ran away from it to go and find my animals. Poor little Willow, our cat, was just up here like sitting in our spare bedroom / studio on the bed, and she had like a little puddle of pee under her because she was too afraid to move. She was sad, and I opened the window and grabbed her, and then my dog came running up like, hi Mom, where have you been, just like shaking and freaking out.
Yeah.
And we all went outside for some fresh air, which the cat was happy about because she never gets to go outside.
Yeah, actually, she was really happy about that because she's usually an inside cat, and anytime that she escapes, we like kind of immediately go after her.
Yeah, but
she
we all
got-
needed fresh air.
Yeah, she got to like hang out and explore, and we kept an eye on her while we like aired out the house.
Cleaned up the floor. Mm-hmm. And so, lesson learned. We got a little metal bucket for our Ash.
Yes, we did.
And our dog hasn't been the same since. She just whines and cries when we're not home. According to my mom, she'll just sit staring at the burnt spot in our kitchen, crying. And
Nice.
She gets like extra crazy excited when we get home now. And Willow
Yeah.
didn't want to sit in front of the fire anymore to toast, which is sad. She used to love
She
to toast in
loves
front of the
toasting.
fire.
To be fair, though, with our dog,
She's a neurotic.
our dog is neurotic. Our dog is on human level anti-anxiety medication, which
But she is worse.
Faith
she was
has
previously.
human level anxiety and is not even taking any human level anxiety
I
medication.
don't like to take prescriptions.
No, I know you don't, but our dog needs it.
Needs them.
She's neurotic.
I can't handle her. She's not. But no, it has been worse than it was previously.
Well, I mean,
She used to be able to just like handle being alone. That's
Yeah.
my point.
yeah.
She wouldn't like, especially if my mom was here, she wouldn't just be like whining and crying and staring at the floor.
No, usually she just like hangs out and
Yeah, normally she's just like,
cuddles and
okay, I'll just sit here and wait
tries
for them to get home.
tummy rubs.
Yeah.
She likes tummy rubs.
Yeah.
Do you think that dogs like tummy rubs, or do they know that we like to give tummy rubs and
I
they
think she
just
likes
want
it
the
because she does that
attention?
kicky thing.
The kicky thing?
Yeah.
But I think that's because Tonks is kind of, hers dry, like me. She's
Yeah.
a dry boy.
She's a dry boy.
And
That's why I give her the oatmeal baths. She's got little twitchy paws right now. How cute.
And so, like, anytime you scratch her, she starts getting kicky.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she didn't like it, she walks away eventually.
Yeah,
She'll
and
stop you.
And I'm not saying that dogs don't like tummy rubs.
Yeah.
But like, dogs like see you and like instantly roll over.
It's because they know you're their master.
Yeah.
Submissive.
Yeah. So, do you think that they do that because they know we like it to give them the tummy rubs?
I think if they're just instantly rolling over when they see you, we assume they want tummy rubs, but they're being submissive when we rub their tummy and then they like it.
So it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both.
All right, I can accept that answer. Cool. So yeah, I took burning the house down to the literal sense, and now we got to look into new floors, which is fine by me because I hate the floors that are in our in our kitchen.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with getting new floors. I would just rather not have to get
Yeah.
new floors. I would rather it be
Yeah.
a choice, like an upgrading choice, not just like, God damn, our floor's got burn marks all over it.
Yeah,
We'll post pics.
we can post pics. We can.
You guys can shame us for being stupid idiots.
Well, me. But yeah, so number one reason for houses burning down besides Christmas trees,
Apparently,
throwing away embers. So
electrical problems probably up there too.
I mean, probably.
Wonder what else causes fires.
I don't know, but you know what they say: any dumbass with a box of matches can start a fire.
Yeah.
Raining down brimstone is an endurance
Ooh, I bet
trial.
another one. Quoting Dogma now. Dryer lint starts fires a lot because people don't clean out their dryer lint enough.
Yeah.
I've heard, because I used to do the dispatch thing, and they used to tell us all the time how to like ask questions if people had flue fires, like a fire in your chimney. If you don't get it cleaned enough, you'll get a flue fire.
It's a fire that's sick.
It is, and
You gotta spray vitamin C at it instead of water.
yeah, you do. That's how it works. You just gotta shove oranges up your chimney. And apparently, it sounds like a train is coming, like because it's like going up the chimney, and like fire like shoots out the top of your chimney.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happens. So like I keep thinking like I wonder we should probably get our chimney cleaned.
I mean,
I don't even know how you would clean our chimney because it's so small. You'd have to like probably do it from the top.
you'd have to do it from the top.
Drop one of those things, and I've seen it actually. Like it's like a weighted one of those chimney brushes.
I like to like picture like a Mary Poppins guy.
Step in time, step in time, step in time,
Step
step
in
in
time.
time.
Yeah, don't need a reason, don't need a rhyme. All we're gonna do is step in time. You know, but
Dick
they
Van
got
Dyke
like
had the worst accent. It's horrible.
yeah. Yeah, no, he did not do it great, but he was there and it was good anyways.
He's an icon, so he can do what he wants.
Yeah. I love the Saving Mr. Banks.
That was
movie.
good.
That was like the making of Mary Poppins.
Whenever I think of that movie, I think just instantly, let's go fly a kite up
Yeah.
to the highest height. Don't think of that when I think of Mary Poppins. I think of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Well, because she was pissed that they were making it a musical.
Yeah, she didn't want it to be a musical. It's not
Yeah,
a musical.
the lady who wrote Mary Poppins. And when she found out that parts of it were going to be animated with penguins and shit, she like almost shut the whole thing down.
She wasn't even invited to the premiere. She just went.
That's crazy. Disney tried so hard to fuck her over, and she put up such a big fight,
Good for her.
which is probably why it was such a good movie. Because
Probably.
like she refused to just like let them do whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah. But she did like that kite song because she was upset that they were making Mr. Banks out to be such a bad character. Like he was a bad father because she had issues, daddy issues, which is why she was getting so worked up about it. That's why it's called Saving Mr. Banks, is because she makes Mr. Banks not horrible by giving him that Banks song later on when he's defending his child, and the kite song.
Yeah.
But yeah, so fire safety, guys. Get your chimneys cleaned and don't put your ash directly into a trash can that's plastic. Get a little metal bucket.
I think
We have a metal champagne bucket we're going to use. We're classy bitches.
Yeah, but Faith hates champagne. So.
I do. I just got it when I got engaged. Somebody gave me like a magazine and a champagne bucket.
What a weird combination. Was it a wine magazine or?
It was a bridal magazine. You celebrate usually on your wedding.
Okay.
So like we've just been using it for like Tinder for the fire.
Yeah.
Not Tinder, like swiping.
No, we're married. We're not using the dating apps.
We swiped and we matched.
The
Swipe right or
old fashioned way.
something.
By me knowing her sister first.
Yep. Exactly. That's the way. But yeah, so we had an eventful week.
Yeah.
Still January. It's crazy with all that's gone on. Seems like it
Yikes.
should be
It
over.
is still January.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Not even that far into January. So yeah, thank you guys for listening and all that. You
Yeah.
can find us on all the social medias at You're a Podcast. That's Facebook, Instagram, and that Twitter.
The tweeter.
You can find me at I Wish I Could Tag Faith on Instagram.
And I'm on Instagram at Austin J. Kassler, and on Facebook, just Austin Kassler. You'll find me.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye!